Bare necessity, but simple bare necessity. Bare necessity, but simple bare necessity.
Hey there, it's Brie Bear and happy day 7 of the 2020 reading rush. I'm going to be doing the reading rush tag. I have the questions written down here. So I was going to do a separate video for this, but then I decided to just throw it in with my day 7 vlog. Question number 1, warm up. A book that stretches your mind. This challenge, I chose the book We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. The reason I chose this is because it is such an intriguing book and it definitely is mind-blowing, but it also really stretches your mind in the fact that there is a final question at the end of this book that is never answered in the book or in any other way by the author. So there's this question that you have to kind of decide for yourself what your interpretation is. Question number 2, startup line. A book that you started but never finished. I have a couple books that so when I DNF a book, I soft DNF everything. I don't hard DNF, so I will pick that book up eventually. I rarely will ever hard DNF a book. There have been just a few and I don't even own them. One of the books that I have soft DNF'd is Replica by Lauren Oliver. I started reading this 5 ever ago. Question number 3, Sprint. A book you finished quickly. So I finished most of my books either really fast or really slow. There's usually not very much of an in-between. So I decided to go with a book that I wasn't reading during a readathon because that's cheating. The Lost by Natasha Preston. And I read this really fast. It is very, very easy to fly through. I could not put this down very easily. Like it was very, like the pacing was perfect for me. And the chapter length was perfect. Alright, number 4, your favorite long book. All of them? I don't have a singular favorite long book. Most of my favorite books happen to be longer. Number 5, Hurdles, a book with ups and downs. So there are definitely a few, but I decided to go with Suicide Note by Michael Thomas Ford. I read this in the last Contemporary-a-thon, I think. And this book is very interesting to me because there are elements that I really loved and there are elements that I hated. There are legit like 5-star elements and like 1-star elements within this book for me. So I feel like for the right audience, this would be more enjoyable, but even still I think there are problematic elements to it. 6, Finish Line, a book you were proud to finish. So I don't necessarily have a super like standout moment of like so proud that I finished this book, but I will say that I was proud that I got through It by Stephen King because like it took me so long to read that it was kind of hard for me to really feel as connected to it as I would have liked, and that disconnection would easily at points have been very easy for me to just have like put it back down and try again another time, but I got all the way through it and I would like to reread it at some point because I do think that I need to read it faster in a shorter period of time. At the time I was in college, and so it was like I was a lot busier with schoolwork because I was doing a lot that semester. So it didn't really work out that way as well as I would have liked. However, I did finish, and that is the important thing. Question number 7, gold medal. Best book during a readathon. This is hard because there are so many books that I have read during readathons, and absolutely adored. I'm gonna go with one that I did recently that I haven't really talked about as much, and I haven't talked about yet because I haven't done my wrap up. Or I've filmed it, but I haven't uploaded it yet. And this is a book that I had moderate expectations for going into. I didn't really have a ton of expectations, but blew me away. And that is The Things She's Seen by Emblyn and Ezekiel Kwamalena. This book absolutely blew my mind. I picked it up because it had a butterfly on it. That's literally the only reason I needed to want to get the book. And then it was spooky-ish because it is paranormal. There is a ghost main character, and that alone was enough for me because I wanted more paranormal books, and my grandmother was obsessed with butterflies, and so therefore now every time I see a butterfly I feel like I need it. So that said, this book, holy cow, it was incredible. I read it during Vaultathon. Finally, number 8, Participation Ribbon, an underrated book. So I wanted to pick a book that I haven't really heard anybody talk about, that I really loved, and I think more people should read. No One Here Is Lonely by Sarah Everett. This book is super, super good. This has African representation. She's African Canadian, born in West Africa and moved to Canada. So if you're looking for something with African representation, this is a good place to go because it is Own Voices. And this book, I'm not going to tell you a lot without giving spoilers, but there's one particular thing in this book that just blew me away. It was so close to my heart, because it's something that I've directly dealt with, and was dealt with very well in the book, I feel like. And also because of how flawed all of the characters are, including our main character, are so flawed and, make stupid decisions and have to work through their problems and mistakes. And it's just really great. I think that it's a great book. It's kind of hard to describe the genre of it because it is completely contemporary, but when you read the synopsis, it sounds like it would be a sci-fi, but it definitely is contemporary. Okay, just putting that out there. It is contemporary, but there is a weird element at the beginning that makes it seem sci-fi. So, or especially in the synopsis. So be warned that the synopsis sounds more sci-fi than it is. It is completely contemporary. Okay, I am about to be heading out to go do church things. We have a few people there, and then we live stream for everyone. I need to read a total of 298 pages, so not at all bad. I think it's very doable. Sounds great. So definitely better than past readathons where I've had way too many pages at the end. I was hoping to read more earlier in the week so that I could actually pick up either Sadie or The Last Little Blue Envelope or one of my summer set books, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. If I'm gonna get to start one of them today, but maybe I might be able to. I usually like to break up my books though, so I don't know that I would pick up The Last Little Blue Envelope, but it would make more sense to pick this up next. But I don't like to do them right back to back. I usually like to put at least one book in between. Does that make sense? Probably not, but just what I do. Other people binge straight through. I can't do it. So the kids decided to play disc golf. So here we are again. Oh, I almost caught it, but like, you know, I wasn't ready.
Cool shot where it came out your thing. It was supposed to be.
Stress. I feel stress in my soul.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're down in there somewhere.
She was throwing things at me. It's stressing me out. So I finished the Curiosities. So that was 28 pages, and then I am on page 97 of Broom Service. So that's like 20-ish pages of that. So I got like 30 pages left of Broom Service, and then I'm gonna switch back to 13 Little Blue Envelopes and see if I can finish that before the end of the day. I'm just saying, like, tree sap is nature's don't push the red button, because like I really want to touch it because it's so sappy, but if I do, it's gonna be sticky. Okay guys, oh man, things are getting really intense, so I haven't updated you much today, and I'm sorry for that, but it's always kind of hard for me to vlog on Sundays because I am just hanging out with my family most of the day. So you saw that we did go to the disc golf course. After that we went and got some pelicans, which is like snow cone but like in a cup, and like a million times even better than a regular snow cone. And basically I finished Broom Service, and it was a letdown. like it's a cozy mystery, so it's not supposed to be like mind-bogglingly good, but it was really bad in comparison to the other ones. Like I knew who the villain was, and like the choice of, like, I thought we were getting subplots, but instead that was actually the main, like, part of the main plot, and it like repeated the same thing from the last one. There were a lot of redundant phrases, typos, mistakes, stupid things that just, it was just not well edited or anything like that. It wasn't ridiculous in a good way. It was like overly ridiculous. Like, so after I finished that, we came home and I started on 13 Little Blue Envelopes again, but I haven't gotten a ton of reading done because my boyfriend was here and he was watching a documentary, and so I kind of wasn't able to focus very well. So I am only on page 135, which means that I have 185 pages left to read to be able to complete this book. Here's the kicker. It is 10:19 my time. So if I try really hard, I might be able to pull this off, because it is a reread, so it is gonna be fast, and like it's already like an easy read as far as like the flow of the because it is an early YA. It's not like I'm, you know, encountering crazy intense type of prose that's hard to like read. It's a quick read and it's a reread as well, so for those two reasons it might be possible. So we will see. Like I said, I am 187 pages away from the end, so I will keep you guys updated as I try to finish out this book. Now, I haven't done any montages for today's vlog, unfortunately, and I didn't want to do like two montages that were the same. However, all I'm going to be doing for the rest of tonight is trying to finish this book before midnight. So I think I'm just going to do a reading montage. which is the exact kind of montage I did yesterday, so that's kind of unfortunate. But what are you gonna do? It is a struggle right now when you can't, have a bookstore montage where you go to the bookstore or the coffee shop, because you can't just go to the bookstore or the coffee shop. So unfortunate, but yes. Okay, let's get to trying to finish this book before midnight. Oh my gosh, can we do it? Okay, so it is after midnight and I spent a little bit of time not reading because some things went down on Twitter with Reading Rush. Basically, I am going to call it for the night because I just need to step away. And I need to go to sleep. If I do end up uploading this video, then thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to be kind to one another and be patient with others. Peace out, Boy Scouts.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your stress. I mean it, bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Yeah, with just the bare necessities of life. Yeah, man.